All right, Math 1, this is Wednesday's homework help video. It says factor the common factor out for, so you're finding the greatest common factor between the two numbers or three numbers. Okay? Shh. So here we go. In order to do that, you can draw a factor tree for both. Some people don't have to draw a factor tree. They know all of the factors for both numbers, and others may need to. I'm going to do a factor tree for 8, and then I'm going to do a factor tree for 6x to the 4. Shh. So factor tree for 8, what two numbers can be multiplied to give me 8? That's going to be 2 and 4. I'm going to circle 2 because 2 is prime. I'm going to break down 4. What does prime mean? Prime means that it only has two factors, one in itself. You can't break 2 down anymore. 2 has more, it's a composite number. It has more than two factors. So we got 2 times 2. Circle 2 because they are both prime. So for 8, these are my common factors. So for 8, you have 2 times 2 times 2. Let's do 6. Okay. So for 6, you have 2 and 3. Circle 2 and 3 because they're prime. So for 6, you have 2 times 3. And then you have x to the 4. So that's x times x times x. How many x's is that? That's 4 x's. So now what do they have in common? They have only a 2 in common. So my greatest common factor is just 2. That's all they have in common. GCF is equal to 2. All right, so let's do number 2. I can look at this and tell they only have 2 in common. But if you got to draw the factor tree, 2 is prime, so it's just 2. 4 is 2 times 2. The GCF here is just 2. That's all they have in common. All right, what's the GCF for this? It's 4. The GCF is 4, and they also have an n in common. So this 4n to the 9th is 2 times n. How many n's? 9 n's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we got 12n. That is, we break it down as 2 times 3. If you need to draw a factor tree, draw a factor tree. How many n's? 1 n. What do they have in common? 2. They have a 2 in common. They have another 2 in common. And what else? They got an n in common. So the GCF is 2 times n. What's 2 times n? 4n. Okay. All right. Do I need to pause? Yeah. Okay, I'll pause. Okay, so I'm going to do, you said 16?
Yes.
I'm going to do this one. So this is 72x to the 5th. We got negative 72x to the 3rd. We got negative 80x to the 2nd. Okay, so we're going to draw a factor tree. So let's do 72. What two numbers can be multiplied to give me 72? 9 times 8. And then break down 9 to 3 times 3, right? Circle them because they prime. What about 8? 2 and 4. Break down 4 to what? 2 and 2. So in order, the lowest number, how many 2's are there? 3 2's. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times, how many 3's? 2 3's. Very good, babe. And then how many x's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. It's a negative, so let's do negative 1 first. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And how many x's? 3 x's. Okay, negative 1. Break down 80. What two numbers can be multiplied to give you 80? Come on. 10 times 8. Shh, don't do that. 2 and 5. And this is 2 and 4. then this is what? 2 and 2. How many 2's total? 4 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many 5's? 1 5. How many X's? Okay, so now let's tally up what they have in common. All three of them have what in common? They all have a 2 in common. What else? They also have another 2 in common. What else? They got one more 2 in common. And then how many X's do they have? They got 1 X. Is there another one? Yes. Okay, so GCF. They got 2 times 2 times 2. What's 2 times 2 times 2? They got 8. Nuh-uh. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. X to what? Second power. Okay? You got it? All right. That's your homework help video, y'all. Please pick up your cell phone.